I spent a total of 100 hours in China 2 weeks ago, meeting 3 big companies, including 3 different billionaires. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 reasons why I believe China will become the country with the most billionaires in the world, and how you, as a business owner, can apply it to your business. Lesson number 1 that I took away: they were obsessed about winning. You see, most companies, they start off as, hey, I have a goal of doing $10,000 a month, or even $100,000 per month, or perhaps replacing their full-time job. However, the Chinese, when they start off to create a business, they don't plan to just think about hitting $1 million. They actually plan to go for world domination, meaning that when they create a business, they think about how they can scale globally since day one. And what I've learned is that most of the companies that have succeeded to become multi-billion-dollar companies today, the founders create this big map of the world, and they actually pinpoint the countries that they want to attack or dominate from day one. And this is the mindset that all of us as business owners can implement right off starting today. So the key takeaway for this lesson is that before starting a business, have a big goal, and don't just aim for that $10,000 mark or $100,000 per month mark, but aim for world domination with your business. By having this type of mindset, you can ask ChatGPT and the different AI tools that we have access to right now to think about what type of industry can you actually go towards to scale your company to become a multi-billion-dollar company. Now, truth be told is that not all of us is going to make it to that level. However, as you get there, the ability to, and the learnings and the challenges that you will get on your way will help you immensely in becoming a better business owner and a better entrepreneur. If you plan too small, your steps will be too small and your moves will also be too small. And as we all know, big risks, big heart, big rewards. So that's the first lesson. Lesson number 2, obsession with data. It might be standard operating for most of us to just measure on a weekly or a monthly or the maximum a daily basis. But these Chinese companies, these billion-dollar companies that I got a chance to talk to, they didn't just measure their data in terms of their daily numbers. They actually tracked up to the minute and up to the hour. And for companies that have been growing in the live commerce, meaning that they go live on TikTok, they have influencers and creators that are creating content for them, they actually measure the performance of their content on a minute-to-minute basis, as well as an hourly-to-hourly basis, and define clear metrics of what it means for a content to be a evergreen piece of content, and then use that to double down on the type of content that works. So how you as a business owner and how I have implemented into my own business as well is to track meticulously. Because if you don't know your numbers, it's basically like you're rowing your boat or flying blindly. So once you can really get the data down to its minute by minute and the performance that each action that your company takes, it will be able to let you decide on your next moves really carefully. And then you can also measure the output of your team members more accurately. And I found that this has been immensely valuable and a key lesson in driving these businesses to become billion-dollar companies and how they've been able to beat the market as well. Lesson number 3 that I have took away from these companies is that embracing AI into every aspect of their company. Meaning that most companies right now, most influencers, creators, and entrepreneurs that have come out to talk about AI, we all know that we are all pushing towards every company to become an AI first company. But what does that really mean, right? Now, I've seen it firsthand how the Chinese have used this. So firstly, every part of the application that they use internally, instant messaging apps, meetings, documents, presentations, everything, there's a plug-in towards AI, or there's an element of AI plugged into those software to help them boost the output, boost the performance of their team members that are working on those areas. For example, in China, there's an application called Lark, which is built by the same company that built TikTok, which is ByteDance. Now, Lark can actually transcribe live video calls like this in real time, meaning that I could be talking to a Chinese person at the other end, and he could be speaking Chinese to me while I'm speaking Thai, and the app itself will translate in real time for both parties to understand what they are saying to each other. And one of my friends who have been using this technology have told me that they've been able to do a lot of business with the Chinese simply because of using these powerful apps. Now, a lot of apps don't have that capability yet, or maybe an add-on that is a bit more pricey, but the Chinese have made this a standard for all of their apps. And I've seen this in real time as they are chatting to their colleagues. They also have AI suggestions built into the app, and as well as all of their employees and their colleagues, I've seen them working on slides and presentations. They actually go to DeepSeek, which is a Chinese-born AI platform, to do the research first, and then building off every presentation, keynote, document, whatever that they are preparing to send to customers or whatnot off of AI first. So they're going like, whatever they're doing, they're going towards AI first. Now, how we can implement this in our business is, of course, empowering our team members to go and use AI tools first to ask the tough questions, ask how they can solve particular problems, giving the context and whatnot. And I found that actually building this habit into your company can be immensely powerful in boosting performance and productivity of your team members. One thing that really blown me away during this trip is that I actually got to meet a company who is able to basically extend a TikTok live in real time. Just imagine me going on live on TikTok right now. This application is gonna take my face, my voice, the things that I'm saying, and extend 9 to 10 other versions of Jedi and creating variations of my face, of my voice, my words, and the things that I'm speaking in real time. And what this is doing is that instead of having a business having just one channel to just do the live commerce on TikTok, now one business can have multiple channels that can reach more and more people, leading to more sales of the product and reducing costs. Imagine for a business, right? Compared to the old way of doing things is that a brand would have to hire, let's say 10 to 20 creators to do the live commerce for them. Right now, a single brand can create 20, 30 lives with just one creator through this piece of software. And I was like just blown away by that. Last year, if I remember correctly, they generated close to $2 billion of sales through their platform. And this, of course, translates to them being multi-billionaires as well. Now that's pretty awesome, right? And what's funny is that the CEOs and the owners of this company actually told me that, you know, Jedi, right now, I still feel like our company has too many people, because now I found that a lot of the AI tools that we've created is gonna replace a lot of the staff that we actually need in the company right now. And this company is pretty lean already compared to a large software or tech company, and they still have that mindset of reducing their costs even more and increasing the usage of AI into their business. So those are the 3 lessons that I took away from this trip that I went to China. Overall, I went to visit the brand Good Baby, which is one of the largest baby share, as well as Joy Media, which is an MCN company. Basically, they are a company that takes care of creators, and it's kind of like a Sony for the creator world. And what they do is then they have a large group of creators under their company, and they work out brand deals with big brands and then grow the exposure of the creators as well as gain exposure for the brands as well. So it's like a win-win for everybody. That's also a multi-billion-dollar company. They have a huge building, really huge team. And then we also went to visit ByteDance, which is the creator of TikTok. I also had a chance to visit another social media platform called Rednote, which is like more of like a Yelp for those of you in the US. They're very popular as well, and I got to see their office and their work. So I would highly encourage all of you who are business owners to try and find a chance to go and visit Shanghai or China as a whole and just see the speed and their work ethic and the spirit of their grit and their perseverance. Like, you could literally see it in their eyes that they just have this drive, this motivation to win. And I really believe that more and more business owners can definitely adopt 1 or 2 of the 3 lessons that I shared today in this video. So I hope you found value in this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want to reach out and work with me directly, the best place to find me is definitely on Instagram or on X. Until next one, God bless, and sharing for all of you business owners. Take care, guys.